Refresh. I did come on. No current live streams. Refresh. Thank you. There we go. All right. Audio output capture. Why? This is annoying. It really is. Freaking. Let me move this. Audio output capture. Oh no, every single time I do a live stream, I have to then go into my OBS, even though I've already got it set up for capturing the game audio, because I got like 433 quadrillion goddamn fucking chair. I need a new one. Ugh. So annoying. The hydraulic thing on my damn chair is definitely going out, because after I sit for a little bit, I go, and it's annoying. Of course, this chair is like about 7 years old now. So yeah, it's definitely time for a new chair. Anyways, hold on a second. I have to create another audio capture just to get the background sound in this. I have to, I don't know why, but I have to do it all the time. So let's see here. Audio capture output 2. Okay. Select device. LG Ultra Gear. Oculus. Corsair Virtuoso. Okay. So, there we go. I don't know why, but I have to do it every single time. Every single time I start streaming, I have to redo the audio capture, and it's annoying. I don't know why it just, like, I have it going through the headset. It's like, because, I don't know. Because it's stupid, I guess. Anyways, so this is the that's what it is. This is the fuck, I can't fucking even there goes my chair again. Time for a new chair. Can't even think right now. Jesus. This is Diablo 4 Season 8! Why can't you think of that, stupid? God damn! Diablo 4 Season 8, Twisting Blades, Fast Leveling! I don't know why I can't think of that.
What is this?
So this build right here is supposedly the best way to fast level a rogue if you're playing by yourself. And I don't get a whole lot of time to play. Excuse me. Jesus. I don't get around the brick. But I don't get a whole lot of time to play games with work and family life and all the wonderful things called adult responsibility. Blech. And I don't have a whole lot of friends that actually play Diablo. Most of them play whatever on Steam, like just single player games, stuff like that. So I don't really have a whole lot of people that actually play Diablo, so I pretty much am always by myself. And if you know anything about Diablo, it's a lot faster to level up when you're leveling up in a party, because you get that. And you know what I forgot about? I always forget to use one of those. Potions that give you boosted experience. But so this one is the Twisting Blade. Supposedly through Max Roll and Icy Veins, this is the fastest way to solo level up with a rogue. And from what I've seen so far, the rogue is the best character in Season 8. We'll see. But with the Twisting Blades, you can basically put out a whole bunch of these blades so long as your whatever it is in this energy allows it. And like this, you could just aggro a whole bunch of mobs together and then hit them with the Twisting Blade. And you see they all just kind of drop dead. So far from what I've seen, this is a pretty good build for leveling. Definitely not going to be a good in-game build. Definitely say this would not be a good in-game build, but from what I've seen so far of leveling up, it is a pretty decent way to level up. I'm still, like, Diablo 4 is good, don't get me wrong. It's come a long way from when Diablo 4 first dropped. It really has. Like when Diablo 4 first came out, this game was just, I'm sorry, but it was trash. The first few seasons were just dog water. They really were. The first couple seasons were just absolute hogwash. But they've made the seasons a little bit better. A little more fun to play. Like this season right here is you get like boss powers as the gimmick in this season, which isn't bad. I do like the boss powers. The boss powers are pretty fun to use. They are, most of them are triggered by certain things that you do. Yeah, man. Hold on one second. There are some powers that will trigger when you use potions. There's other powers that will trigger when you use certain skills. There's a power that triggers a lightning storm when you use your dodge. Now, they are definitely, I will definitely say that the powers are very underwhelming compared to what I was kind of expecting. Like, oh, you get the boss powers, and the boss powers are these like ridiculously strong, blah blah blah, and they're okay. Definitely not what I was expecting for it being a season of using boss powers. Favorite chicken. Ooh. Oh, and that's another thing that they changed. So when I first looked at the seasonal rewards, like every season, at first I was kind of I don't like that, because they're, instead of having, whoop, get out of the way, instead of having the seasonal rewards like at the older seasons, you'd go into season mode, and at the very bottom of it, it would show all the seasonal rewards that you could get. And then you would get like one by the other when you went up, and all of the whatever I don't know what you call them. The battle pass, there we go. The battle pass rewards were locked behind a paywall. In season 8, they are no longer locked in a paywall. you can... Whoop, you can grind the living crap out of Season 8 to get the Battle Pass rewards. As soon as I can get a second to pull it up without fear of death. One second. Kill these guys real quickly. Of course, this seasonal quest would be right in one of these areas. Would you die? Yeah, well, Hell's Champions sucks. Takes care of you. Now, if I can get a quick little break. So let's go ahead and go into the seasons. So this is typical. You get your season goals that you have to accomplish. But there used to be, when you went into the second part up here, there used to be like a thing all the way across the bottom that gave you all the seasonal rewards for getting milestones and stuff like that. The new one is like this. You get these reliquaries, and everything used to be locked behind a paywall. Well, not everything, sorry. The battle pass items used to be locked behind a paywall. I did get the battle pass just so that way I could get the armor right away because I like the armor. But everything in here, these are all the seasonal items. You can either buy these coins right up here. You can't see because of the ultra wide, but you can either buy these coins right here, or you can grind the actual game and get milestone rewards for killing X amount or doing certain things, and it'll reward you with one of these tokens, which then you could trade in for any of this stuff. Like this, whatever it is a supported class, looks like Necromancer, and equipped from wardrobe, it's a glaive. Currently equipped bow, dagger, sword, which so I can't use this one, but it gives you the seasonal item that you can grind throughout the entire season to get the coins and get all the battle pass items, or you could just buy a battle pass package, which gives you like 2,400 of those coins, which then you'd be able to pretty much buy all the items in it. Oh, sorry, it gives you 2,400 platinum, which you could use to buy some of these. So, I like the fact that they no longer put the primary seasonal rewards locked behind a paywall. I do like that they did that. That's a lot better. That's what they should have been doing all along. Blah, 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 let's go. I'm not quite too sure of how I feel about Belial in this. Just because Belial, people know from Diablo 2, Diablo 3 had Belial in it. But, so Diablo 2 had Belial in it. It was like a primary boss next to Diablo in Diablo 2, and then they brought him back in Diablo 3, and it was a story mode boss that you would kill, and in this one, it's just randomly pops up throughout the map. And then you gotta go hunt him down and kill him. So I'm not quite too sure about the whole Belial in this.
I can see Belial's memories are not for you. Hopefully that is the worst of them. We have found it. I can feel his malign essence already. Yes, let us begin the ritual.
Well, then let's begin. Instead of you yammer-mamming.
You fools. You think a mere banishment ritual can contain the Lord of Lies? I will show you the true might of Belial.
He is even more powerful than I thought. I don't know if this will hold.
My presence in Sanctuary is already far beyond your power.
Can I skip it?
You will know the pain of my wrath. Come forth, my minions. End these Meckies.
Belial is strong, but I will be stronger. I must maintain this spell as long as I can, even as his strength grows.
It will be in my realm. Tread carefully.
Woo! Takes care of you. What type of crossbow did we get? What has it got? Lucky hip, 100 chance with hitting or killing a frozen enemy. So in other words, can't use it. I don't use any of that skill.
Belial escaped. Mind your path, Wanderer. Now that we have Belial's attention, nothing is safe.
Noise. Ooh, I got items. Ooh. Got some legendary stuff. Let's see here. Damage to poison, damage to trapped, imbued. These are you, Adam. Okay, 33 dexterity, 14, and then 13 life per second per 5 seconds. Meh. You'll automatically drop a smoke grenade at the end of dashes. Jesus Christ! You automatically drop a smoke grenade at the end of dash. Smoke grenades reduce dash's cooldown by 0.56 seconds for each enemy hit up to 1.8 seconds. That's not too bad. Oh. So let's go ahead and come over here. We will talk to the jeweler so we can add one to this. There's that. And then we'll also talk to the jeweler again to unsocket those. Okay. Unsocket those. Thank you. That on. That. And that. There we go. Oh, I didn't know I could do it right there. And then we will go ahead and get rid of those. Now, what about this? Legendary Sword. When you spend 75 energy, release a cluster of exploding stun grenades that deal 94 total physical damage and stun enemies for 1 second. Your stun grenades deal 29% increased damage. That is not bad, but let's see. Damaging an enemy. Elite. Poison Trap no longer breaks stealth, which I don't even use Poison Trap. I just got that for the item. So what we can do is come down over here, talk to the blacksmith,
I can fix it.
break down all the junk. I'll get the codex for that. I do like that. That is pretty good. Come on. Let's go ahead and damage it. I will need that one. I don't use poison traps, so we're going to change that. I already do that. You're going to spend 75 energy. This one right here. Re-imprint. Yes. Now we have when you spend 75 energy, you release a cluster of exploding stun grenades that deal 94 total physical damage and stun enemies for 1 second. Not bad. Much better. So, now, I guess we can go and unlock that one. So that way we get another fast travel point. About all these things later. Ooh, there's a boss there. There we go. Just wanted to unlock that. Then we'll see here. Tortured Gift of Mysteries. Point conduct. Oh, where am I going? Wrong way. I like that. Not bad. Oh, I want to check this out. Ooh, right there. Okay. That works good. Yeah, that'll work good. I like the smoke grenade and the stun grenades. That's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. I do like that, definitely. That is definitely going to help out. Between the... Never drop again. Yeah, I got this right here. I got that skill autoed. So when I... it's 25% chance to... trigger Arrow Storm. Jesus Christ, what the hell? I hate that when you just get random itches. Anyways, so I have a... You gonna do it? Thank you. So I have a 25% chance to trigger Arrow Storm when using a basic attack, which is one of my primary things I do to gain vulnerability is a basic attack. So then we have the Imbued, which will imbue all your attacks with Shadow, which do increased amount of damage. I have the Arrow Storm. I think it's actually whenever you do a basic or core skill. So it could trigger when doing my normal attack, or even if I do my, what is it called? Twisting Blades. Much higher chance of actually doing it with my normal attack, since I'm constantly just rapidly flinging stuff. So a much higher chance of it triggering with that. But then I have the Arrow Storm that auto triggers. I now have the smoke grenades that trigger at the end of a dash. And the stun grenades when using 75 energy. So not bad. I have a lot of stuff to hold the mobs at bay. I could probably actually raise the difficulty now that I have all this extra stuff. I can most likely raise the difficulty. And then that would also get me more experience. I definitely like this build so far. Oop, here's that crazy person. Is it right? Yep, it's right here. Probably not going to be able to beat her, but we're going to try! See right there, favor Turkin. Perfect to fur! Perfect to fur! I can't talk. Favor token. That's what you earn in Season 8, is the favor tokens. So you don't necessarily have to buy a battle pass in this new season, because you could just do milestones like killing X amount of people or using a certain skill X amount of time. Yes, I am back into Diablo with the new season. I do like this new season. Woo! She's a killer! Ah! Ow. Oh, she's back to full health. Where's she at? She's over here. Let's get over here. Ah, dang, she hits hard. Oh, all out of health. Those fireballs hurt. Come on, get out of there! Woo! She's almost dead. She's almost dead. Come on, yeah! Yeah! I killed her and I'm too low of a level to kill her! Woo! Yeah! She didn't drop anything good, but I still killed her! That was cool. I killed her. Definitely a tough fight. Woo! Nope, they're fighting her now. You go right ahead. Dude! Yeah, this new Diablo season is actually kind of fun. And I'm really liking the rogue build. Ow. Where's she at? Woohoo! Hellmouth. There you go. You're welcome! Saw you were struggling. As long as I get somebody tanking her, as long as I have somebody that's tanking her, then I could, looks like I could take her out pretty easily. But when I'm aggroing all of her attacks, yeah, this build hits hard as hell, but as hard as it hits, it's just as equally squishy. What do we got in here? Helm. Elixir. Okay, so what do we get here? We have skills grant 20% damage reduction for 5 seconds. That's actually not bad. That's not bad at all. That would help out a lot. I may have to put that on my gear. You know, we're gonna go put some of these new skills on my gear. Yeah, that 20% damage reduction when using skills. I mean, considering this is straight up a skill based, unlike say like a conjurer necromancer or a minion necromancer as they call it. That one, you just get all your minions up and let them go, so you don't really use skills, so that wouldn't be good for it. But for this build, everything you do uses a skill, so that would be constant 20% damage reduction. So that's not bad at all. So we need to go over here, talk to the blacksmith. Let me see what else I got first, though. So, junk. What about this? Critical strikes with core skills increase your attack speed by 27. I don't crit that much. Evading through an enemy infected by shadow imbuement grants stealth for 4 seconds. Breaking stealth heals you for 19% of your maximum life. Yeah. My shadow imbuement kills them right away, so I would never use it. As soon as I hit them with the shadow skill, they die.
Ready for whatever
But we can, however, look at our gear and see what we can replace for that 20% damage reduction. So let's see here. Dealing direct damage with a non-agility skill after casting an agility skill grants stealth for 2 seconds. See, that one's... I use it, but not that much. 8% increased dodge chance. Successful dodges restore 7% of your maximum life. Maybe. When casting an imbuement skill, you trigger an explosion around yourself. Yes, I want that one. Automatic, yes. You gain 20% movement speed. Lose this bonus for 5 seconds after you're taking damage from a close enemy. Your arrow store, yes, I want that. Damaging an enemy, basics, yes. 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 I want all those, so... I want that one. I might swap... I use that one every now and then. 8% increased dodge chance. So... every time somebody goes to hit you, it resets the 8%. Every time somebody goes to hit you, it resets that 8% increased dodge chance. So we would have to go into here and look for dodge. Offensive. Defensive. Dodge chance. So I have a 10.3% chance of dodging. So I have a 1 in 10 chance. Yeah, 1 in 10 chance of every time somebody hits me, I could possibly dodge it. And since that resets every single time, that 1 in 10 can turn to 1, if I do the numbers correctly. You're looking at a with the roll 1 in 10 per. You're looking at a 1 in 275 chance of actually dodging, like, consistently. So that's not, I don't really care too much about that. So we're going to go ahead and take the dodge, and we're going to swap up the dodge for that one that I just got. Nope, I don't want that one. Evading utility. And it looks like I cannot use that on this. Explosions, evading through, basic skills, damaging an elite, healing potions, audacity, 5 close, stun them, your days. So I can't use it on that. But we can, because this isn't something that I really care about. What we could do is take a look in here. Explosives from the victimized key, which I don't use it. Evading through an enemy affected with shadow imbuement grants stealth. Skills grant 20% damage reduction for... Oh, it's right there. Basic skills. So that's the primary one that you use on this build, because you want to build up the vulnerable. You want to trigger as much vulnerable with all the mobs around you with this build. So you're going to be flinging basic skills non-stop until you hit your twisting blades. Once you hit your twisting blades, everything around you has a bunch of whatever the hell I just said it was. So you're going to want this on your build, because since you're flinging basic skill non-stop the entire time, because that's also what triggers the arrow storm in this build. Basic skills have a higher chance of triggering the arrow storm, which does a lot of damage. So you're going to want this on your build for leveling up super fast, because now you're going to take much less damage with all the mobs that are going to be coming around you, because Rogue will aggro everything and they'll come right towards them. So you're going to need that damage reduction to survive longer, because the Rogue is squishy. So we're going to go ahead and take the Codex Power Aspect of Might. We're going to imbue it onto here. Now we have the basic skills grant 20% damage reduction for 5 seconds. And that's constant. That's not like some of these where, like, one of them is, I forgot which one it is, but once you trigger it, you can't trigger it again for 20 more seconds. You want to stay away from those. Even though they're good, they're powerful, the effect lasts much less than what the cooldown does. So you're going to trigger it, it's going to last 2 seconds, and then you got to wait 20 seconds once the effect stops for it to trigger again. So you don't want those. So this one right here will do good. Now we will go back over there and see exactly how many mobs I can pull together with this, and see how how much faster we can take them down. I do like the new Diablo 4 season. Woo! Right in the middle of a bunch of them. Yeah, even though you see my health dropping pretty quickly when I get a lot of them around me, it's dropping a lot less, much slower than what it was before. It gives you actual opportunity to trigger a potion, whereas when you have a whole bunch around you without that damage reduction, you have to be real quick on triggering that potion or you're dead. Not bad. Not bad at all. And a good way to start this off, to really kind of get this going, is since you have that stun grenade, stupid thing, hit him with a stun grenade, and then just start laying into him. You know what? Get out of here. Yeah, that's definitely a lot better now. That is definitely a lot better. Not taking nearly as much damage as I was before. Yeah, I like that. I definitely like that. Looks like my potion wore off, so I'm gonna have to do another potion. So let's go ahead and pop a potion. I didn't mean to hit town portal. Stupid thing. Go back. $12.42. There needs to be a, I don't know if there is one yet, but there needs to be some sort of skill that can lower your core skills or stuff like that per hit. Like the Jesus Christ, can't even think. Spiritborn. The Spiritborn does have sub skills that will allow you to, say, use basic skills to lower your whatever the hell it's called. Skill cooldown. It'll lower your skill cooldown by 1 second each time you use a basic skill. Yeah, I definitely like this a lot more. Yeah, I like that. That's good. That was a good trade-off. Woo! Not bad at all. Ooh, boss. And they're dead. Kind of want to just get this next level. And then I got to start getting ready for work. I'm almost there. Almost there. Go! There we go. Now we got some stuff down here. The stuff I was looking for down here. These boxes, when you're in one of these hell tides, if I remember correctly, the boxes will give you a little bit of experience. Yeah, that helped out a lot. It really did. Hard-hitting monsters, yeah, they still hit pretty hard. But as far as the trash mobs, yeah, see right there, 165,000 experience. Boom! 46. That's good. Yeah! Yeah, this new D4 Season 8. I'll show you what the gimmick is of Season 8. So, if we go into our items, this right over here, boss powers. These are the gimmick of, which you can't see it. Let me see something. Oh, one quick second. Game, options, 3440. I don't see how I could do a 16 by 9. Because right now it's 20 by 9. I might have to do it in the main screen, so I can't do it right here. But boss skills, as you can kind of see, you can see these 3 eyeballs here. You get all these types of skills. There's more going over here, but because it's the size of the screen, I have mine ultra wide because that's how I like to play. But you unlock these by killing bosses. Each time you kill a boss, you can rank it up. You get all different ones that you can then lock into here. You get 4 different slots, and these are boss skills like this right here. Critical strike chance increased by 0.5 for each 1%. Shadow resistant from bonuses you have up to a maximum of 12%. Current bonus 12%. And then you also get movement speed, modifiers, all different types of stuff like damaging a vulnerable enemy, removes a vulnerable, and then stuns them and surrounding enemies for 0.5 seconds. You know, you get all these different boss skills that you can then link onto your character, so that way you can do that. And I like that. I really do. Okay, so, one second. I need to go into my skills. Got 3 skill points that I can add. Gotta remember where I was. Precision imbuement, enhanced dash, methodical dash is right. Should be in here. Shadow step. Nope, it was right here. Dash, enhance. I got methodical. And let's go to our ultimate skills. Right there, impetus. What do you want? Really? Hold on. Hello? Yeah. Yep. Get pulled over. Nope, I'm agreeing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can authorize that. Right. So we'll have to discuss the struts and shocks because we're already now in the car over $4,000. Pretty darn close to it. Okay. Okay, we're at 3,000 still. So we'll have to discuss that on how we're going to go about that. Go. All right, honey. All right, love you, bye. Jesus. Anyways. Luckily, I was pretty much done already. I wanted to see what we got in here. So for the bow, we got your marksman and cutthroat skills have a 25. Oh. Okay. So this one, wow, look at the 63 dexterity. 76% overpower damage, which I don't use. 5.4% resource cost reduction would be nice because I would be able to use the twisting knives more. You automatically drop a smoke grenade at the end of dash. So which one is that one? I forgot which one I put that on. When imprinted, basic, when casting, right there. So this one is 1.68 and that one is 1.5, so it's not nearly as good. Shadow Step has an additional charge. Killing an enemy with Shadow Step refunds a charge and increases the damage of Shadow Step by 5.5%. And Concealment, Dash, Shadow Imbuement, Concealment, Puncture, and we don't use Shadow Step, so we can get rid of that. Now this one, I want to swap over to this bow. Way more damage. So we're gonna get rid of that, I'm gonna keep this bow. And then, what do we have on the bow? I forgot. Your marksman and cutthroat skills have 25% chance for arrow storm. So what we are gonna do is come over to our blacksmith real quickly, break down the other stuff so I can get the, whatever it's called. Get rid of the junk. The apex. Or apex aspects. So there, we got the aspects. And then we can come over to this lady. Talk to her. Put the bow in. Change the codex of power. And this one right here. Your arrows deal 59%. Your arrows deal 118 increase. So this is 759. And this one is 379. But that's okay, because what you do is you go ahead. Now, technically, I don't have to do this, but let's just say that was your only aspect of this, besides the one you have on there. Go ahead and imprint it, so that way this gets that. Then we're going to swap these two. Now we do got to go and talk to the jeweler. Because unlike Diablo 3, where you could do this without talking to the jeweler, you have to talk to a jeweler to unsocket gems in Diablo 4, which I think is stupid. And then we're going to link these gems back in here. And now we can take this, junk it. You'll come down to your blacksmith. Now, sometimes this doesn't work. This is why I'm saying imbue it right now. Just in case. I mean, if you don't have one in there. If you do not have one in your aspects, yeah. Or, never mind. I'm retarded right now. And you'll see right up here. See, it did not trigger. That aspect did not trigger of that 759 damage. Sometimes that happens. It sucks when that happens, because that one was much stronger. Maybe not. Why did that say 259, 359, but now this says 759? Yeah, whatever. It works. It worked. So now we have the 759 physical damage over 3 seconds. Your arrow skills deal 118 increased damage. Plus, now we also have the additional 151 damage per second. The higher dexterity. Now the overpower charge. That, I think. Come on, go over here. I got to remember where that one is.
Good business and fortune to you.
There is a way to...
That looks worn. I can fix it.
I don't remember if that's the jeweler. I don't think it is. It might be. But you can go talk to the darn jeweler. Crafting jewelry, add sockets, unsocket, craft gems. So yeah, no, it's not there. Got to be the blacksmith. But you can come talk to the blacksmith. Tempering, repair, forge. No, this one is good because now you can add this to it. So it might be the other lady. It might be the lady I was just talking to. We'll check that in a second. I got time, so it's whatever. This right here, you are going to be able to add extra stats to your weapon. So you got natural defense, another natural finesse, sharpened finesse, cold damage. Well, this is elemental, subterfuge, cutthroat, skillful, elemental, finesse, marksman finesse, specialist evolution, and a scoundrel finesse. We don't use a lot of those. I mean, we do use imbued. The imbued would be nice because when we trigger imbued, the when we hit the imbue and then hit the twisting blades, the blades are imbued. So if you have a 150% imbued damage, then it's going to hit that plus an additional 50%. So let's see here. Now, normally I do vulnerable damage just because that was when I was whatever. But we're going to try to hit the imbued. Damage to trapped enemies. We don't do trapped enemies. Damage to trapped enemies. I don't do trapped enemies. There we go. 126% imbued damage. Leave it. It's good because the chance of rolling another imbued, very low. And then the weapons. 40% chance to deal plus whatever. Marksman, trap, agile, marksman, assassin, chance for smoke grenade to deal double damage. Chance for rain of arrows to deal double damage. So you constantly are triggering rain of arrows, and it does a lot of damage. So you're going to want to try to roll that. Now it looks like we needs a random FX from smoke grenade. We have 3 more chances to try to get it. Smoke grenade. Rain of arrows, 24% chance of rain of arrows to deal double damage. Good. That's fine. So at 24%, that's when you hit it each time, it's 1 in 4. So realistically, it's probably like 1 in 92 chance of actually doing the double damage, but it can trigger more too. Because you got to remember, every time it hits, every single time it hits, you have a 1 in 4 chance of triggering the arrows. So that's good for that one. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and come down here. I'll talk to this lady. I thought it was them. Sigils, salvage, enchant. Is it this one? Yes, here it is, the enchantment. Okay, we want the resource cost. We don't use overpower in this build. So we're going to go ahead and change overpower. We got maximum life, 76% chance of overpower damage. We'll take the maximum life for now. Now, every time you do this, this is going to cost more. So make sure you have enough gold. Which you can't see it because my head's in the way. But yeah, it's 125,000 now. So we're going to hit that again. 30% maximum life. 76% damage over time. So we're going to do the maximum life. Now it's 188,000. 2 energy on kill, maximum life, no change. We're going to do it one more time. 74% overpower damage, 28 maximum life. We're going to keep it the way that it is. And that's all I'm going to do right now because now I'm at 300,000 and I don't have enough gold. But so this is now our bow. 63 dexterity, 30 maximum life, 5.4% resource cost reduction, 24% chance of rain of arrows to deal double damage, 126% imbued damage. Those are 2 skills we're going to use a lot of. The rain of arrows and the imbued damage we're going to use a lot of. So that's a really, really good bow. And then you have the imprinted hit. Your marksman and cutthroat skills have a 25% chance to create an arrow storm at the enemy's location, dealing 759 physical damage over time. Oh, sorry, over 3 seconds. So let's go ahead and 150. Well, it's 1.5. Come on. So we have 759 times 1.5. Really? So if the arrow storm hits and the 24% chance rain of arrows does double damage, then instead of 759, we will be doing 1,138 damage over time for everybody the arrow storm hits. So that's not bad. But that's all I've got for today. This has been fun. I love this new season. I forgot how fun Diablo actually is. Played the living crap out of it. Started getting bored of it. But now I'm back into it, and I'm going to be planning on playing it more often right now. It's, you know what, before I go, let's go ahead. Right here is Purveyor of Curiosities. I don't have a whole lot, but you... what can I do? Let's do something cheap, like a tunic or the boots. What are the boots? Move speed, 344. Let's do some boots. Yep, that was it. And nothing. You have a low chance of getting a legendary out of that, and then you have a hyper rare chance of getting a unique item out of that.
How can I help?
Get rid of all that. And that is it for today. Thank you for watching. I like when people tune in, especially if they do have questions about the game. I'm not a pro at the game, but I do know a lot about the game. So thanks for watching, and I will go ahead and check you guys in the next one.